Hi, you're watching Nightly Drift, and today I have my cousin Bryce, or his gamer tags give you the great.
Hey.
Yeah, so today, well, actually, the other day I kind of got nostalgic, so I started watching some old cartoons, like Highway 35, awesome show, but none of my friends know what it is, so I'm kind of really disappointed in them. But then the other night, me and Bryce got to thinking on how bad, or not bad, but how dark some of the cartoons are, like Pokemon. What did you say about Pokemon?
Well, the thing about Pokemon is, they're 10 years old, they're out on their own, and I read something on, just a post one time, they're out on their own at 10 years old, they're, left to trust for everything. All their money, they have to prepare their own food. You don't know what they're gonna buy, and, if they lose a battle with their monsters that they carry around in tiny little balls, then they have to pay people. It's just, I don't know. I can go on and
I
on.
remember you asking me a question when we were younger. You said, Ryan, would you want to live in a Pokemon world? And I forget my answer, but now I'm
Dude,
not too sure.
it'd be dangerous as hell.
Some Charizard comes around and just
You got
freaking
you have
burns the
adult
whole town to the
like
ground.
you have an adult criminal organization chasing you down because they want one of your monsters. Dude, just give it to them. They have giant robots. Just give them your little
But they're
mouse
not
thing.
too smart.
Well, in a
They're not.
real life situation, they would be smarter. Keep that in
In real
mind.
life situation, Pokemon wouldn't exist.
Okay, well, if that's true.
But still,
Just if you really look in depth on how bad Pokemon could be, there's a lot there, and I read up on this
well, they would
pretty
be somewhat
recently.
beneficial.
Well, beneficial as far as cheap labor.
Cheap
Good
labor,
God, they're
that's
like
it?
Mexicans.
Really?
Except for
Really?
you
You gotta
don't
be a
pay them
little bit
anything.
really?
You don't pay them
Really?
anything.
Really, Bryce? Just gotta...
Little bit.
Well, okay, whatever.
I'm sorry, but
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a lot of dislikes for that. Oh well.
well, they can dislike me. I don't care.
But you don't have any videos on your channel.
I have a few. I don't put videos on my channel.
I know, that's the thing.
Okay, let's get back to the topic at hand. How messed up it is. It's just
Well, that was...
let's go to a different show, a different kids show. Okay, let's go
Yeah, because that wasn't
to
the only show that was
no. There were
extremely
several.
screwed up.
Any of those shows where you have little monsters that you just
Like
capture
Yu-Gi-Oh!
and you use to fight. You use them to fight. Yu-Gi-Oh! They're sent into a shadow realm if they lose sometimes, or I think his grandfather was kidnapped and held
Yeah, his
ransom.
grandfather was kidnapped, and I think the way that they had to get him out was like to win the duel tournament
I mean,
somehow.
where are the police in this that are saying sorry, you can't do this? There's also no government structure inside of any of these, and that bugs me because Pokemon, there's no government to stop the criminal organizations that are obviously running rampant.
There's police,
There are police. There's no government.
but Brock's too busy hitting on him, so
Well, given, but any of those shows where they summon creatures to fight each other, just in itself has a really, really dark tone to it.
I'm trying to think of another.
Different type of show. Tom and Jerry. Good God, think about how we
That
used to
wasn't a bad
enjoy.
show. That was a great show.
It has two, like, like just
Animals
attacking
trying
each
to kill
other.
each other, but that's just nature.
Animal abuse at its finest, Ryan. Animal abuse at its
Tom and
finest.
Jerry? No, animal abuse at its finest is Pokemon.
True. I will give you that.
Yeah, and Tom and Jerry, I mean, come on.
They
A
beat
cat
the
and a
crap out of
mouse.
each other.
But they're a
Okay,
cat and a mouse.
One episode comes to mind where they kill each other because but they don't kill each other. Excuse me. They commit suicide because they're too depressed to live anymore. Is that what we need to teach our children? Yeah, there's an episode where they commit suicide because they're depressed.
Okay, I want you to send me like a link to that because that sounds really interesting to watch.
I prepared for this conversation by pulling up a bunch of tabs. So,
of course you would.
Yep, like I always would. So I'm actually, not all of this I'm reading. A lot of it's what I read about 5 minutes ago before we started this, but it's all there. Let's see, different topics.
Okay, I'm really... Care Bears?
Care Bears. It's one of them I pulled up. Don't... Well, they pop up in children's lives, tell them what they're doing wrong, and try to, like, force the kids to fix it. Which I understand it's trying to be helpful, but, well, that's what my tab is saying.
Okay, I think you're getting information off the internet, and you haven't had any personal experience with this.
The internet. It has to be true. I can't think of any Tom and Jerry things, per se.
Okay, but...
Or Care Bears,
I know...
But, I mean...
Didn't a lot of people die in Teen Titans?
Teen Titans?
Yeah.
Well, Tara died, but then...
But she got brought back to life,
and
they just...
brought back to life, didn't know
Then they ended it, and now they have, like, a recreation of it, and it looks so freaking
Teen
stupid.
Titans Go sucks. A bunch of 5th graders agreed with me when I talked to them. Let's get back to the topic.
Really?
Teen Titans Go...
I'll give that show one season. I'll give it one season.
I'd give it half a season if it were up to me.
No, like, how long it's gonna last.
So I like that show as a kid's show. I don't think that's necessarily a kid's show as it is a teenager show. A teenager that still watches cartoons, of course.
Well, the cartoons nowadays, people like teenagers watch, and it's kind of... I mean, they kind of suck. Sorry, like, Adventure Time fans, but I don't like that show whatsoever.
I have no love for Adventure Time. What is it? Basically, here's the thing I'm trying to get at. With all of these, like, kids shows and cartoon shows, is they just don't really teach very good things. A lot of them are about, like, beating the crap out of each other. They don't really teach real-life morals or values at all.
Okay, Highway 35 taught morals, okay? And it was extremely good.
I know you're mad at me, but I have never heard of it.
I, like, want to hit you for that. For not knowing what Highway 35 is. Or Acceleracers.
I'm not going to. I know what Acceleracers is.
Top 2 shows ever.
I know what Acceleracers is.
Okay, Highway 35 is the prequel to Acceleracers.
Didn't know that.
You did... I really... If you were here right now, I'd, like, punch you hard in the shoulder. Because you cannot watch Acceleracers without watching Highway 35.
Never heard of Highway 35.
And at the beginning of Acceleracers, it's like Highway 35. There's like a sign that says that.
At least those shows seem to somewhat censor their, like, whenever there were crashes, they didn't just, like...
Oh, crash. They just showed people blowing up, that's it.
They just showed explosions. There was no...
Yeah, in Acceleracers, but in Highway 35, I think... Well, actually, no one died in Highway 35. Now that I think about it.
You know, a lot of shows, they just...
Kadeem died in Acceleracers. That was screwed up.
I don't remember who that is.
Kadeem was the guy from the Sahara Desert, and is like, he wanted to win the $5 million in Highway 35 to, like, save his people.
Are we thinking of the same show?
I'm not too sure, because... Okay, Acceleracers has Vert Wheeler, Taro Kitano...
They all sound familiar. Why are you so
Shirako.
educated
Oh my
in
gosh,
this?
Shirako was probably the douchiest character, but he's so cool.
You're way too educated in this. Kind of worried.
That's because I went on, like, a Highway 35 Acceleracers fanboy marathon. Like today, I watched Highway 35 all the way through.
See,
I have the movie.
I used to still watch cartoons, but I've kind of stopped. Okay, I want to get back to the topic.
Oh, I've stopped watching cartoons because they're freaking terrible.
Well, a lot of them are, yes. I totally agree. I can't watch Cartoon Network anymore because they've ruined it with...
Yeah, and they made Hot Wheels now, like the new Hot Wheels show. I gave it a try once. I couldn't watch it. It was terrible.
Okay, I'm just gonna name a random cartoon off the top of my head. Think about what makes it bad. I can't think of one. You go. You pick one.
Well, it's almost at the end of the
I
video,
know,
so...
and it disappoints me. Bye, guys.
Cartoons suck. Except for Highway 35.